One of the most iconic BMWs is the M5. And this is a car that can trace its roots back quite a long way, back to the E12 M5, which was 1980... You're really stretching my memory here. 1 or 82, or possibly 79? Ages away. The M5 is pretty much your best bet, and has been throughout all of history, if you want a big four-door saloon, not a small four-door saloon, that's your M3, but a big four-door saloon that will absolutely rip the doors off of any supercar you meet. This is the M5 CS. It has got more than 600 brake horsepower, which, to put it this way, is more horsepower than a Ferrari F8 Tributo, which was the equivalent baby Ferrari at the time of its release. So they have become known for being pretty much the answer to your affordable supercar that's actually practical sort of problem. They're good. They're probably hit their peak with the E60 generation. That was the one with a 5-litre V10, which was racing derived, that revved stupidly high and sounded absolutely wonderful. There was even an estate version. And yes, thanks to the release of the new M5, the G90, there is a new M5 Touring. Unfortunately, the new M5 is ridiculously heavy, and as a result of this, people are making constant jokes about it, or at least they were. And I don't blame them, it weighs 2.5 tons, which is electric SUV heavy, not M5. For quite a while, the M5 was quite literally unrivaled. Other car companies tried to make fast saloons, but they always ended up being rivals for the M3, not the M5. At least that was until not the mid-2000s, 2001, where cars like the Audi S6, was it the S6 or possibly the RS6? You know, the Audi S6, the AMG E63, those sorts of stuff came in. But even then, I think the M5 has just always remained at the top of the pack until this new generation. Heck, BMW went a step further. They made the E60 M550D, which was a diesel that could easily keep up with a standard M5, while still, maintaining the economy of being a diesel. Unfortunately, they only sold it in left-hand drive, which is really annoying if I'm honest. But at least it exists, and you can obviously do right-hand drive conversions if you are living in a country that drives on the wrong side of the road, like me. Now, I mentioned about the E60 M5 Touring earlier as well, but there was also M5 Tourings before it. But I think my favourite is probably the E34, because I'm a classic car guy. There was also a scrapped E39 M5 Touring. And just other than that, the M5 has been proven to be so versatile and such a good all-round supercar. What is there to hate about them? Power-wise, though, I think they actually dropped the ball a bit with this car. It's not too quick, if I'm honest. I mean, seriously. I was expecting the M5 to be wonderful. This isn't just a sleeper usually, this is a Hibernator. But it's actually the one that's putting me to sleep. It's really, really disappointing. I didn't actually drive this the first time it was released. Oh yeah, funny story about this car. They released it last week in the Halloween Part 2 update, and then removed it like a day or two later. I don't know why they did that, but now it's back. For some reason. No idea. Either way, to be honest, I wouldn't have missed it. turning is also not the best, if I'm honest. Like, check this out. It's just heavy. Like, this is not the heavy M5, that's the G90, this is the F90. But it feels like two G90s put together. It's too heavy. The tyres get loaded up far too easily. And there's also no feel. Like, the chassis is floppy almost. Like it's made of wet cardboard. I really don't like it. I'm really let down by this car. I love M5s. Like, I would have to rank the E39 as one of my 10 favourite cars ever. But this is disappointing and mediocre. I'm almost upset now. So, I have no idea how it's going to be on the circuit, but likely terrible. I'm really not happy with this car, to be honest. I don't know why they've done what they have. It's, well, considering there's no other word for it, shit. Genuinely, gobsmackingly awful. Luckily, it was cheap, so didn't waste too much money on it. Right through, very nice. Aging a bit, to be honest. Oh look, we're at 200. Rock turn, there's the understeer. Try and actually, oh, just a bit of brakes. And that's 33.13. Whereas in another car, for example, I could have probably done a 32. So, do you want to buy this car? You do? You're stupid. But what are the alternatives if you are actually sane? Well, down here you've got a Nissan S15 and also a GTR, but I think up here is your best bet. Yes, it is a lot more money, but it is also absolutely worth it. The Nissan Skyline GTR R34. This has to be one of my favourite cars in the price bracket, and actually in the game in general. It's a really good little thing. Fast, light, fun, and infinitesimally cool. So, tomorrow I will be reviewing a car that I've forgotten the name of, which is a bit of a bombshell, so we'll end on that. On that bombshell, I will see you all tomorrow. Also, keep watching for the anniversary specials.